What's going on, people? It's JM Speakboxing. Make sure you subscribe to my channel before you click onto any of my videos. Also comment below in the comment section if you have any opinions on what I'm saying in my videos. So it came out today that undefeated Cuban heavyweight contender Luis Ortiz has severed ties with promoter Eddie Hearn and has signed a deal with Haymon. Haymon, who advises and manages a lot of fighters around the world and in the United States. This comes after Luis Ortiz was frustrated with the fights he was having under Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn wasn't giving him the fights he wanted. He had 2 fights under Eddie Hearn. Apparently it was only a 2-fight deal and he could renew if he wanted to for more fights, but he's decided to go in a different direction because of this. And the 2 fights he's had, one of them was against Malik Scott in Monte Carlo. Malik Scott, an American fighter, he's very negative. Like he didn't engage against Luis Ortiz and he just came to survive basically, and it was bad matchmaking from Hearn, and Ortiz won a 12-round dual unanimous decision. And then he fought British domestic heavyweight Dave Allen, and Dave Allen is a very tough man, but he just wasn't on the same level as Luis Ortiz, and the fight wasn't competitive at all, and Luis Ortiz managed to stop him within 7 rounds. So I understand Luis Ortiz being frustrated. Signing with Haymon, I think, will be better for his career because Haymon seems to match his fighters up against each other a lot more than Eddie Hearn does. I think Eddie Hearn sees it as a bigger risk to match his fighters up against each other. Eddie Hearn seems to me like he doesn't like doing it a lot, but Haymon, I think because he has so many fighters with him, he does it a lot more often. Like recently we had Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia fighting a massive welterweight unification fight. Both fighters are signed with Haymon, so yeah, he does match his fighters up a lot more. He also has more heavyweights than Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, who only has Anthony Joshua, Dave Allen and Dillian Whyte. I think Luis Ortiz and Dillian Whyte would have been a good fight because I didn't see Eddie Hearn matching Luis Ortiz with Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua is his golden goose. But I think Dillian Whyte would have been a good fight for Ortiz because Dillian Whyte has had a lot of recognition to his name since fighting Joshua, and he had that big massive build up in his last fight with Derek Chisora, and that really sold the Joshua pay-per-view against Molina because that fight was such a good match. Dillian Whyte is a very interesting character, and I think the build up for that fight would have been interesting and funny, and that would have been a good fight in my opinion. Dillian Whyte is on the rise and Luis Ortiz is after a world heavyweight title shot. Both men are after a world heavyweight title shot, but Eddie Hearn didn't pull the trigger with these fights, and Haymon has more heavyweight fighters. He has fighters like Dominic Breazeale and Travis Kaufman and Amir Mansour and Gerald Washington, and even WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. He has Chris Arreola as well. He has a lot more heavyweights, I think, for Luis Ortiz to fight against. And yeah, this is just my opinion on this. Comment below your opinion. JM Speak.